Hey, everybody. Welcome
Why
back.
did your voice go so deep?
I don't know. I just, why not?
It seems like every time you try and do a intro, it's not the same.
I think that's the point. I'm trying to keep it different, unique.
I think after a little bit, I should do like a compilation of every intro you do,
that,
and it's just something else.
that would actually be really funny. I would love that.
Yeah, I think it would be very annoying, but I think
Probably.
it'd be funny.
Well, I mean, I
It'd be
am
funny to
annoying.
us at
I
least.
am annoying, so,
We both can be at some points.
well, that's fair. Anyways, welcome everybody to another episode of JNT. That's how it be. I think this is
Yeah,
episode 12. Don't quote me on that. I could be very wrong. But
who knows?
we back
A lot of the
here.
people that are listening.
We back here again to talk about why Tyler did not return to school.
Yeah. So everyone out there, we both went to the same school. If no one watched the How We Met, uh, and in that process, this summer I decided not to go back for my second year, and I'll tell you why.
Tell me
Okay,
why, angel.
you're gonna get us demonetized in the
No.
future,
What? No. We don't we're not even monetized now, bro.
but when we do, they're gonna take this down,
Probably. Oh
or like
well.
a copyright strike or something.
Eh.
But um, so I've actually been thinking about this since like I first started to go to school because I overthink everything. I'm an overthinker, and I'm like, is this really something that I want to spend all my money on? Like, it's a lot of money. Like, yeah. And I didn't get any like scholarships or anything like that. Only the ones from the school. So I was paying for all of it. And it was a lot. Yeah. Good luck with that, Jonah.
Yeah, boy.
um,
You know it. Graduating with $80,000 in debt. Woo.
yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah,
It's not
going going into my first semester, I was fine. I thought this is where I was supposed to be, and all of that. And yeah, it went good for the first semester. And then when we were signing up for semester two, like we get up early and everything to sign up for classes for the next semester, and a little like a couple months after that you get like the price or whatever for next semester, and they wanted more money for the next semester, like a couple $1,000s more, and I didn't understand why. um, but I was like, okay, it's fine, because I didn't really know what my last total was, but I was like, okay, that's fine. And I was actually taking less classes than the previous semester. I think the previous semester I was at 18 and a half. And then for my second one, I was what, 14 and a half? Towards the end, probably 12 and a half because I dropped a class.
yeah.
Uh,
Crazy.
but yeah, I was a music major to begin with. And I slowly realized that's not what I want. Mainly because of a certain piano teacher,
Oh dang.
which you know all about that.
Yeah.
She was not nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've played keyboard or piano once.
Yeah.
It was just simple chords, um, and that was a while ago, and I don't remember any of it. But we do this thing where it's like every couple of times during a semester, we have to play in front of our teacher and in front of the other students, which you don't get to meet the other students throughout the your. It's a private lesson, kind of. And when you do these, she kind of grades you a little harsh.
Hmm.
And you can't use your booklet or anything like that. You have to memorize it.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it was
Ugh.
rough.
Disgusting.
Yeah, but she wasn't nice. She didn't walk with me at all. Like, if I wasn't getting something, she we would focus on it for like a minute and then move on and then expect me to know the next thing, which you would need the previous thing to know, really.
Yeah.
Um, so I was like, this isn't working out for me. So in the middle of the second semester, I dropped keyboard. So I was down a credit, maybe two, something like that.
I think too.
Yeah. And I changed to video production, which I love doing that a lot. I did 2 years of video production in high school, my last 2 years, and I loved it. I love making short films and scripts and stuff like that, and like editing and all that. Um, so I switched, but I couldn't get any of the video production uh, courses because we were so far into the semester. So I had to take a class during the summer. And pro tip, don't take a class during the summer if you can help it. Please don't. It is rough, especially if you're walking. And especially if you're working at a church camp where you can't or don't have a lot of free time to do so, or a lot of Wi-Fi. um,
Yeah.
yeah. So that second semester, it was already kind of hard for me to begin with because of a lot of personal stuff that happened. Yeah, it wasn't good,
No,
but
for either of
yeah,
us.
yeah, stuff happened, and then some confusing stuff happened, and
Then more
along
stuff
with
happened.
yeah, and then doing all of that with school stuff, and it wasn't fun.
No.
Uh,
That
we could probably make a giant video about that, but
dude,
we probably won't.
that whole semester,
Was a train wreck.
both me and you, it was just complete train wreck. It really
We wanted to
was.
die.
Yeah. Maybe we'll talk about that maybe at some point. Maybe.
Yeah,
Possibly.
we're gonna have to leave names out of that though,
Yeah.
for
Definitely.
sure.
For
Yeah, we're
sure.
gonna have to leave names out, and we might have to script it.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know. At
We'll
least
see.
like notes on like stuff that happened that we need to cover or something like
Yeah.
that. But anyways, it wasn't a good semester at all, and it just it seemed to keep going downhill more and more. And I wasn't in a great mindset during the end of that semester, and I kind of just wanted everything to chill the heck out. But it didn't. As soon as I got back home, I went back working for the camp that I do now, which was great. Uh, like I got back home like on a Saturday, but I started camp on Monday, so I had like a day break to like unpack and stuff, and I wasn't fully unpacked throughout the entire summer. But so I was working at camp and also doing the online class, which that thing started right away. I didn't have a break. I maybe had a week break, uh, and I had this class to do, which the class didn't take a whole lot of my time to do. It maybe took an hour and a half, maybe. I think the most I put into it was 3 to 4 hours, maybe, and
And
that
that
was on like my final.
and that was like per week you're saying? Or
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, I had an assignment every week, but the thing was that this teacher wanted to have a Zoom meeting every week, which it's really hard to work out a schedule like every week when you're at camp
Right.
because your schedule changes every single week. So uh, there was a lot of times where I would forget about the meeting and I wouldn't be like caught up on it. And mainly because like I was tired, like my mind was focused on camp and not work. Uh, it was a focus on camp instead of doing my actual schoolwork, I guess. Like my schoolwork was due Sunday night. I would do it Saturday or Sunday morning because that's the only time I had to do it. Um, but towards the end of the summer, I thought about it a lot, and it was like, do I really want to pay even more for this semester than last semester to do something that I probably won't use? And towards the end of the class, I didn't care what I was doing. Like, we weren't doing what I thought we were. Like, it was scripting, but it was a bit more than that. Like, we wrote two scripts, I think, and that was it. Which we focused a little more on business stuff, which was fine. It shows you how to make money without having to do like big movie stuff. Uh, but it's not what I expected it was. And then going on like business side, the business side of it is not what I wanted to do. Like it's you have to go through drafts after drafts to get something that people want. And that process is very tedious and it takes a very long time to do because they want everything to be perfect to a T. And it's not what I wanted. So I was like, I don't want to pay for it and I want to do something else. So I looked at um, the our school's website to see if I can like minor in it because I was like, if I could do one more year, then at least I'll have like a minor in this instead of like a major. So I set up a meeting with my advisor and stuff, and she was like, "We don't have a minor in your program, but we do have a minor program that is just credits based. So if you do that, all you have to do is take classes that you want and you get a minor degree just to say you have a minor degree. And that's it. It's not in a certain thing or anything. So I didn't want that. I didn't want to pay $50,000 to have a minor in nothing. Like it wasn't worth it. So literally the next day after my meeting, I dropped my classes for next semester, and that was pretty much it. And my boss kept me on, uh, which was good. I have a job now. I'm only part time, which it still pays well, so I'm happy with that. Uh, yeah, I don't know if I will go back. I looked at a school out here where I'm at, and I also didn't didn't like it. I looked at the auto mechanics for it, and the class looks great, but I don't think it's for me. I think it was something that I wanted to do because I didn't know what else to do. So I'm still thinking about what to do, but I don't think that is for me. So I think the plan that I'm going for is apply for a couple jobs. Like I know that I want to do like hands-on stuff, but I don't know what hands-on stuff I want to do. So I and a camp. position is a good place to do that because you do a lot of trades in that camp job, at least where I'm at. And I think that will help me out. And then if I need to do training for a certain job, I will. And I think that's where my education will go.
Yeah, education.
Yeah. You get that education?
Uh,
No, I got the edgy education.
wow, that's edgy.
Exactly.
I'm on the edge.
Of Jamaication. What's so stupid?
What was your first clue?
I don't know, but two of you was probably the first episode.
Probably. Duct tape. That was that.
Don't
That
no.
was. Yeah, I won't. But just saying, that was. That's probably the pinnacle
The pinnacle of this channel.
of the stupid. The pinnacle of the stupid.
The pinnacle of the stupid, huh?
Yeah. All right. Actually, I'll talk about this a little bit from my end. Um,
Okay. Yeah,
so,
because you were just kind of thrown into it.
so I was completely unaware of any of
Yeah, sorry about
this.
that.
It's all good, but I was just like, there was about what, a week and a half, 2 weeks before school was supposed to start, and I just get this message
Yeah, I think it was
from
like 2 weeks.
yeah, I get this message from Tyler that's like, "Hey, I got bad news," and I'm like, "Oh no, what's up?" He's like, "I ain't coming back." I was like,
I ain't coming back. Peace out.
I was like, hold up.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was just, which I mean, like, it's totally fine. Like,
yeah. I
you
can't.
know,
Yeah, I did. I did tell you like as soon as I dropped my class though.
yeah,
Like I did. I didn't want to tell you until it was like for sure.
for sure, right? Which is perfectly understandable. I
Yeah,
was, I was just so like surprised because I had no idea. You were that was your plan, and like, well, you didn't really have a plan. I don't think you were
yeah,
just kind of like trying to figure it out.
yeah,
But I had no idea you were thinking about any of that. So,
yeah. Well, in my
um,
mind, I've been thinking about it for a while,
you're right.
and then I just kind of springed it on you.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. But yeah. So I've been in a single room this semester. Um, but oddly enough, it's actually been kind of nice.
Really?
Mostly because um of things from last semester. Um,
Mm, yeah,
everything that went kept going. Like, I just felt like I couldn't catch a break. And part of that was, I think, because um, I like, when I did need a break and I went back to my room, I still felt like I wasn't getting a break. Um,
yeah,
and so this semester has been really nice to kind of relax, um, and just be able to just chill, um, even by myself. Like, I
yeah,
love being around people and stuff. I like doing stuff with people, um, but being in a room by myself this semester has just kind of helped me, be like, hey, I'm chill with just chilling,
hmm
which is good
yeah,
because I, um, I didn't want to toss myself into work, like just
yeah,
work, 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 because there's a lot of people here that do that. They just toss themselves into
yeah,
work, or they don't work at all. And so, um, I think being just in a room by myself has allowed me to, um, figure out how I operate just at school, like be able to figure out how I myself operate. And
yeah.
then when I get a roommate, hopefully next semester it'll be kind of like, I'm stable in how I operate, and
Hmm.
then just add or change a couple things to
Yeah.
work with however the roommate operates. So,
Yeah. Do you have plans for a new one
uh,
or
actually,
anyone in mind?
I was actually just thinking about that today. I'm not certain yet of anybody,
Hmm.
but I've got a couple ideas here and there. So
Nice.
we'll see how it goes. Yep.
Yep. Yeah. So, what was your first thought when I
My
told you?
my first thought. So when you first messaged me, you had bad news.
Yeah.
I kind of had this gut feeling, like, because a month earlier, um, somebody who was supposed to be an RA ended up not being an RA because they didn't come back to school. Um, told their roommate they weren't coming back, which
Hmm.
you know who that is.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yep. But so I don't know. I just, not that I thought that you would, but it was just kind of a like, you know, a what if thing.
Hmm.
And then like when you said you had bad news, it was just like, no. Like I kind of knew what was coming. And
Yeah.
I remember second semester though being, I I just felt like you weren't really certain of yourself in regards to what you wanted to do with
Yeah.
your life. I kind of got that vibe, but I did not think you were as
This soon.
far. Yes, I didn't think you were as far along with processing that as you were. Um,
Yeah.
so it was just kind of a surprise. Yeah, I was mostly worried um, about my mental health because
Yeah.
of last semester. I just really struggled with like being alone and like
Yeah. We both kind of did with that.
yeah, and I think that was just everything that was happening in our lives at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah. Like you knew
We keep
me.
talking about this stuff, but we need to
But
do an
that's no
episode.
one knows. No one
Right.
knows.
We need to do an episode to talk about
Yeah.
everything because this is a lot. But um yeah, I that was probably the thing I was most concerned with. Um but over the summer I kind of gotten comfortable and okay with myself somewhat.
Yeah.
And then once I got here, it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be. Um, and it's actually been probably more than anything healthy for me
Yeah.
mentally, rather than unhealthy, which just kind of surprised me. I'm an independent person. I'm a really independent person, and I think that could have been a reason why. I really
Yeah.
don't know. I really have no idea, but I've been doing well, and that's
That's good.
enough for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but as far as like first reactions, I was just like, you know, like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Well, and I was also like, I was worried about you because I didn't like, it wasn't like, it just came out of nowhere. So I was worried like something like really serious had happened, like
Hmm.
something dramatic changed, and which I mean, kind of, but not in the way I was thinking. Like I was thinking like some
Yeah.
kind of emergency or something was going on. So,
Yeah.
um, but you were like, "No, you're fine. I've been thinking about this," and I was like, "Okay, like do what you gotta do." you know,
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm never gonna,
Yeah.
there's no judgment, no like, I know some people get like salty about that stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't really, I was like, you're making the best decision you can for yourself.
Hmm.
And if you're taking care of yourself like that, and like that's all that matters. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm trying to.
You're getting there. It's a
Yeah,
process.
it can be hard sometimes, but
It can be hard. Can.
it happens.
Yep.
Everyone has those times in life more than once.
Yes. Right. Absolutely. It's just it's a part of life. Like
Yeah.
if you don't have to make hard decisions in life, then you're not living life. That's all I can say.
Living on the edge.
I'm on the I'm on the
Yeah.
edge of vacation.
I'm on the edge of my vacation.
Oh,
Oh boy.
hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know. I most likely won't come back, but if I have to for a job, I will. And that's about it.
Well, I'm gonna be here for a little bit still,
No.
so
Yeah.
you got
Yeah.
time.
I probably won't go back to that school.
Yeah, I didn't. I figured not.
There are some things that I don't agree with that school, so that irritated me a little bit.
No, I mean that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from with that.
Yes, you would
Yeah.
know.
Yes. And hearing from other people too. There's, and it's not that the school is bad or anything. I think there's
Oh
just
no, it's not bad.
no. I think there's just some things in several areas that need to change.
Yeah.
Um,
And then with like COVID stuff, we
COVID
have
was
this
hard.
one thing. Yeah, there was this one thing that we had to do for graduation, but we kind of couldn't do because of COVID, and they still kind of required it,
Yeah.
which was irritating.
Yeah. It's it was kind of dumb, but
Yeah,
it's all right. Um, we're figuring it out. But
that's good.
yeah.
Yep,
However,
that's the story on this.
yeah, we're 27 minutes in.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We have an hour one that's coming out on Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's a fun one. That's a fun
Yeah,
one. But yeah, I guess that's it. Like I said, stuff with the school is not terrible, but recently, like just recently, I've had a lot of people voice concerns about a lot of things. So,
really.
yeah, and it's not like major like crazy things, but it's things
Mhm.
that are like frustrating for us as students. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so that's
Hmm.
yeah, like there's things with athletics, things with finances, things with work study.
Yeah. What
Um,
work study, dude?
dude, let me tell you, there are two guys on my hall
Yeah.
that are missing like $800 of pay.
What,
Yeah, and it's not getting fixed.
dude?
Like it's going to get fixed, but it should have been fixed a long time ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really really bad. So,
Yeah, that needs fixed.
yes. Right. And they've made it aware, but obviously not enough is being done. So,
Yeah.
yeah. That's a situation that's getting dealt with right now. But it's just things like that, like really?
Yeah,
Like
like
come
that
on.
shouldn't happen.
No,
Like,
it really shouldn't. And that's what's frustrating about it. Is just like, come on. Like really? Like that's people's like they live off of that.
yeah,
you know?
really, yeah.
That's their income. So, yeah. Really frustrating things like that. Financial aid is not what it could be.
It's not
Um,
good.
this
Doesn't
school
give
is
you a whole lot.
becoming more reliant on athletics, which is not good. Also, I think tuition went up a lot because of athletics. So
It went up.
not in the past couple years, it's gone up.
Oh,
So like 4 or 5 years ago, it was definitely less.
wow.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like,
We went at a bad time.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure COVID didn't help. But
Yeah.
the most frustrating thing about it though is like the school has money.
Yeah.
Like the
They
school,
don't use it in the right places
yes,
though.
exactly. That's that's what's frustrating about it. Um,
Yeah, they used it on a new building, which is nice. It's nice and
it's a
everything.
super duper nice building. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
But
beautiful.
there's other places that need to be improved more than a new giant building that's super, super nice.
Yes. Oh well. It
Mhm.
is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening to our small rant about
Our TED Talk.
about that. But yeah, TED Talk. Sponsor us, TED Talk.
Oh boy.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get out of here. We'll talk to you all later. Hope you have a
Yep.
great day. Peace.
Peace.